Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. This is Mehran from mind@seekstruth.com. Mind@seekstruth.com. That's my site where you want to talk to me one on one, and we can make an appointment, and we'll do that there. The same site has other names such as OCD.world, HOCD.world, HOCD.ca, breakups.world. Same as mind@seekstruth.com. So any one of them will take you to that site. And as you know, I'm preparing two apps. One is already on Google, that's about breakups. And the other app is about the intrusive thoughts, OCD, HOCD, and so on, repetitive thoughts. We talk about the components of the brain involved in that glitch, in that malfunction. And we have about 3,000 videos on YouTube, about 2,500 about the breakups, and 1,000 about OCD and OCD subsets such as HOCD. And these apps will be 24/7 ready for you, where you could go on it and you will find five different chapters. Each chapters have 20 questions. You're welcome to view all questions in all chapters. So far, it's free. But once you look at the questions in chapter one and you feel it's not really that relevant to you, look at the questions in chapter two. You find some of them may be explaining your situation, maybe chapter three or chapter four. You say, they've got most of the things that is going in my head, and I like to know more about them. Then you purchase that chapter, which is much cheaper than talking to me one on one. And then you will get to have the opportunity to answer to those 20 questions. Based on your answers, when you finish answering those questions, the system will send you, if it's like 20 of them, you said, yes, you want to know more information about, the system will send you 20 recordings pertaining those questions that you've said yes to. And that could be maybe 2 or 3 hours of consultation, but the price would be half the price of talking to me for an hour and a half. It's 24/7 ready for you, and it's very convenient, very comprehensive, and all the discussions are elaborate discussions. They are completely addressing that particular question. And if you still wanted to talk to me, right there in the app, you'll click a button, it'll take you to the site that I mentioned, and you make an appointment, and then we'll chat what's concerning you one on one on the old Skype, which is now new, called Teams. Having said all that, we are live streaming simultaneously on YouTube and TikTok. And if you have any questions, please fire it up. I'll be more than happy to discuss it and do my best to respond. We have Bahare. Oh, no, it's telling me to invite Bahare. I don't know who she is, so why should I invite this? Okay, and then we have other invitations that TikTok is suggesting. I don't know why they're suggesting anyone to invite anyone. What for? I mean, we don't know what they know about the topics we want to talk about. So I don't understand this system or this service. Let's see if we have any questions on TikTok. Then I'll check and see if we have anything on YouTube. And somebody says, hello, friend. Hello there. There's no name. Please don't forget to let me know your age, gender, where you're tuning in from. For example, if you're like, I don't know, 25 or 35 or 45 or whatever, let's say female or male from Los Angeles, let's say, you'd say M for male or F for female, 45 or 26 or 32, whatever your age is, and then the city that you're checking the program. That three little thing tells me a little bit about you, tells me who I'm talking to, how to address you, how old you are, if you should be here or not, and the rest of it. Cacao. cocoa drink is very good for you. I don't put any sugar in mine. It's just cacao 100% organic and hot water. When I have some almond milk, I put some almond milk, but I don't have it tonight. And I like to have them with dates, not date going out to restaurants, dates here for sweetness. It's really nice. It's really, really refreshing. And having 2 cups of cacao a day, apparently the scientists say that it will increase the production of stem cells in you about 50% higher, which we all need more of that. So let's see if we have any questions here. Thank you very much for that. It says Liverpool or Chelsea. Oh, you're asking me Liverpool or Chelsea? It says Liverpool or Chelsea, uncle. Well, I haven't been following the British football lately because I haven't seen any of them on YouTube, or I haven't been looking forward to seeing of them. But I'd love to see a nice soccer game. But just from the old times when I was a child, I think, let's see, where's the question? Liverpool or it says seeking the truth. Liverpool or Chelsea? I'll go Liverpool. I don't know. I'm just guessing. All right. And Amina says pre-recorded. No, not pre-recorded, Amina. It's all organic, fresh out of the garden. No, in fact, it's 12 midnight here, 12:15 midnight here in Vancouver. I was at the gym earlier, as usual. It's like 6, 7 nights a week I'm at the gym. Then I had a beautiful dinner at a restaurant called Avon on Lonsdale Street. Very chic, actually. Kind of fine dining in a way, but it's not the fine dining pricing. It's Persian food, very stylish, great service. Even the napkins are cloth material, very soft, very nice. So you feel like you're somebody when you're sitting there. And the service is great. Staff is very friendly. Food is exquisite. Quality is great. Salad looks wonderful when they bring it. Presentation and the quality and the taste, all great. So I had a great, enjoyable evening. And then I'm home having a live stream with you guys, and delighted to be here having my cocoa. I don't know what you guys are drinking, but whatever it is, hope you're liking it. And let's see if we have any questions here beside Liverpool or Chelsea. Amina has asked the same thing. Looks like tonight or tomorrow is a game or something. Everybody wants to. Don't bet on it, but I'm going with Liverpool. I wish I could see them. It must be great game. Actually, I really like to have a nice game, have a nice cup of tea or cocoa and just sit comfortably and watch a nice movie. Not nice, game. All right. We don't have any questions from our friends last night when I had this live stream, and it's hard to see the questions on TikTok because it's so small and then you don't know where they are. I found 2 or 3 of them and I responded to, but then when I finished, it said I had 8 questions, which I obviously never saw the other 5. So I don't know how it works and how to find them. It's not like YouTube that it has a special place for all the questions. Invite so and so. Why is it keep telling me invite this, invite that, invite that? Why would I invite anybody into my live stream? I don't understand it. It's like they're doing something that I don't know anything about, and they say invite Mehran. Why? Why should they invite me? Why are you even making that suggestion? TikTok? Are you being your silly self? Which usually are. To invite somebody to co-host. What for? Am I nuts? And Amina's question again, pre-recorded? No, not at all. Okay. DJ join. Thank you for that. No questions here. TikTok friends are usually very quiet. I don't know. If you guys are quiet, have no question, what the heck are you doing here? Go for watch a movie or something. All right. I guess it's Saturday night. Everybody's out, so perhaps maybe I'll hang around for another few minutes. If you don't have any questions, I'll just mosey on out too and watch something and have my cocoa in peace. Mm, that's funny. Even though no honey in it, no dates, no sugar, but it's fine. And this invite. I don't understand what the hell this keeps telling me. Invite this guy, invite that one. What for? Why would I invite them? I have no idea. What happened? I lost them all? What happened? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a quiet night. Everybody's having some plans that they're doing something, and might as well I go mosey on out and do something else. There's no questions here. I get no questions, so you guys are all taken care of, and it's not wrong with anyone. No challenges. Well, last night we were quite busy, lots of wonderful questions, and we spent enough time to address them all. But tonight is actually everybody's cool. All right, guys. Looks like we don't have any questions. We don't have any takers. It's about 13 minutes and 14 minutes. I can hang around another 5 minutes to see if we get warmed up or not. And then I'll just move and watch something. Maybe I watch Superman or maybe Seinfeld, something like that. I'm actually very excited for the apps. Right now, Google says some of the app testers already participated in our previous app testing. So they're not approving them. So we got to find new testers, which is actually funny because the old testers who've participated in another apps test, they're now briefed and they know what to do and how to do the test properly as expected by Google. But it's funny what they say. It's like, what, a bunch of people can only do one test for one app, and not even when the app is different to use the same people to do the testing because they already know what to do. So I'm now facing with that. We have already sent them a email and hoping to respond. And Coffee Break with Me says, first of all, welcome. Says, are you Middle Eastern? By birth, I am from Persia. By birth. In Middle East is a big territory, and there's so many different countries. There are many Arab countries. There's Persia. There's Turkey, and Turks and Persians and the Kurds, and they're not Arabs, but most of the Middle East. I mean, there are many little countries in Middle East which they're of Arab descent. So we can't say Middle East means exactly where you're from. It's like saying, "Are you from Europe?" Well, yeah, maybe, but it doesn't tell you if it's German, French, from Serbia, from Croatia, from Italy, Spain, none of that. So, having said that, let's see. Mhm. So might as well, if you guys are here, just like the program anyhow, because it's a good program. It's your fault you're not asking anything. So somebody is requesting to join as a guest. Why would they even request that? How could they know about the stuff that I want to talk about my program? And then why would TikTok keep suggesting invite this, invite that? I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. Just so bizarre. What benefit people would get to invite someone who's got nothing to do with the topic of discussions? Many as I've asked, Liverpool or Chelsea. Liverpool and Chelsea. I don't know when is it going to be happening, guys. Anybody tell me? I'd say 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool. I don't know. Although these days and ages there are more goals in a football than when I was a kid. You've got a flash goal. What does that mean? What does a flash goal is? Let's see. Flash goal. 3 gifters and rows to your live in 15 minutes. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Achieve this optional goal to win 24-hour live goal theme. I don't know what that is. Your current live goal will resume when the flash goal ends. I don't know what the flash goal is. What is it, guys? What am I supposed to do here? It says start. It says not now. 3 gifters. So I don't have time for that shit. Let's see if anybody has a question. And coffee break says, uh-huh. Okay. Okay. All right. And coffee says, I'm Lebanese. No need for the lesson. Well, I didn't know you're Lebanese. Then you should have introduced yourself that you're Lebanese and you want to know if I'm where in Middle East I'm from. Otherwise, if you don't say it and ask that question, then you'll get a lesson. So don't be upset. And Noah Allison says, how does, so hard to read in here, how does epigenetic microenvironment modulate CSPR, modulate homology, direct repair fidelity? I have no idea what you just said. If you're trying to see how much I know of this stuff, I don't know what you're talking about. Speak it in English rather than trying to impress me or anybody else, then I can respond to you with logics and with neuroscientific research as much as I know. But this, you should ask such a question in that manner with from Professor Huberman. And Kister says, do you like cigarettes? No. She's not in your fan club, but in top 3 contributors. No, I don't smoke. I don't like cigarettes. Mm-hmm. All right. All right, guys. It looks like we have no questions whatsoever. And oh, we've got something on YouTube. Shardul Pathak. Okay, I hope I didn't butcher the name. Pathak says, "Hey, I broke up with my girlfriend." Okay, you gotta first let me know your age, gender, where you're tuning in from. Before the "Hey, I broke up with my girlfriend 3 years back." Now I want to take revenge. I don't know why. Ah, forget it. Life is short. Revenge for what? She wanted to break up, she broke up. Maybe you wanted to break up from somebody, and should they come and take revenge? What revenge? They haven't done anything. It's, so far, for now, still a free country or free world. They prefer to be in a relationship with you, great. They don't prefer it, you got to give them that right. Everybody should be free to enter a relationship and to exit the relationship without any hoopla. What wants to take revenge is not you, it's your ego. An ego wants to say, I'm you, I'm more important than you, so take revenge. What happens? Okay, you took revenge. What'd you do? Whatever you do, how does it change your situation? If you still want to be with her and you don't have her, you still would not have her. So what benefit does it do? Waste of energy and low resonance, low vibration, and brings low opportunities for you. You gotta increase your vibration by moving on and say, okay, I don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me. Simple. Why would you even be offended if somebody doesn't want to be with you? Yeah, I understand it's downer, and like somebody and you want to pursue it, and maybe mostly sexually oriented. You're just excited sexually because you don't even know much about that person that you just meet to be in love with her, but you want to pursue it and she turns you down. So what? Women have the right to turn you down, change your mind. That's their nature. And everybody's nature. We all have the right to change your mind. But as long as you do it right, so you won't hurt each other, too much, that'll be all right. And it says 24, age India. All right. Are you a man or a woman? Again, you're not telling me. It says, hey, doctor, please reply. I'm not a doctor. Make sure you understand that. I'm a researcher, and I've written a few books on the topics of discussions. And I like what I do, and I like researching about it. And it helps me and helps many others, millions of others so far for the past 15 years. But I'm not a doctor. I have no medical credentials. So make sure you understand that. And he says, her mother died 2 days back now. I'm feeling sad for her. Don't know why. Well, that's normal. You're a human being. She used to be your girlfriend. Now her mother's died, or she's in some kind of a, pain or sadness, and it's good, gentlemanly, and friendly, and good karma to feel some of the discomforts of others without having to go overboard. Yeah. So I don't understand. First of all, you feel sorry for her because her mother's gone, and when her mother is passed, and you want to take it revenge, you make it more difficult for her. What's the logic in that? And it says, I failed in every exam I gave and is still surviving, and she's enjoying with other guys. That's your problem. You should have known that you're going through a breakup, but you cannot sacrifice time sensitive matters such as exams or duties that you have, your job, or studying enough, because time passes and the exam time comes, and project time, and maybe if you have a job comes, or some opportunities that you're supposed to pay attention to comes and goes. You cannot sacrifice that just because I'm sorry she left me. Or so many things happens in life. Every time that something like that happens, you want to just kneel down and wait and cry. By the time you're crying, many other opportunities are gone. So it's not just losing that connection, it's also losing many other things in life. So that's your fault. Don't blame it on her. and she's enjoying with other guys. Well, usually girls, when they break up, they already have an option before they break up. They've already met someone, and they have a place to go as far as moving forward. And to you, to most of us guys, it's new news. And at the same time, we could be doing the same thing. We could have another option, and then we decide to break up. But mostly men don't have another option before they break up. They just break up, which is, again, that's much better than already met someone and then breaking up. That's kind of unfair. It says, I just want to move on. I want to improve my life. Then for that, you should forget about the revenge and just simply understand that's the story of life. Life is a river, and you have a boat, and you're in the river, and you're moving forward. You're going along with the ride. You're going along with the movement of the river. And while you're moving forward, you will see things at the shore bank, at the shoreline, at the bank of the river. And most of them you have to pass by. And they don't necessarily come with you as you're passing by that particular scenery or story or event at the shore, at the bank of the river while you're going through your journey. And sometimes they hop on the boat and come. And sometimes they hop on the boat and come with you while you're going ahead in the river of life. But then sometimes they say, okay, that's my stop. I want to jump out because I think I'll be happier there. So what? Let them be, because the fact is that you're still going to be going forward with the stream of the life, with the river, which is life, and you will be meeting other things on different banks further down the road. But if you think that was the only thing at this side of the river, and there is going to be nothing else for you to love and enjoy and get to know while you're traveling forward, that's not right. That's where you become sad. But you should always think, okay, this didn't work, but I'm going forward. And I got to make sure that I focus on where I'm going forward and go forward with enthusiasm, because I bet you there are other things available for me and waiting for me that I haven't met. And I want to see what it is. Yeah, I'm painful because I left this one, but I'm sure why am I sure there's other things? Because when this one came to me and happened to me and I saw it and met it at the bank of the river while I was traveling, I didn't know it's coming up 2 days before that. I didn't know that I'm going to meet someone, but I did. So the fact that you don't know you're going to meet someone, that doesn't mean you won't meet someone. Because this one that you did meet at some point in time in the past, you didn't know you're going to meet this person a few days before that. But it happened. So it's unbeknown to you, but definitely you're going to be visiting, seeing, meeting someone else, just as this was a definite thing and you met someone. Life is going to continue and new opportunities come along while you're going through this journey of life through the river movement. And let's see, what else did you say? It says, and focus on myself. I don't know why am I feeling bad. Don't feel bad. Bring your vibration high. Don't feel bad. Don't think that this that you don't have or pass by was your destiny or your life. No, it was just one of the things you would meet by the bank of the river as you're going forward. And it doesn't mean that every tree that you see, you're going to pick something from it, and then or take the whole tree with you. You'll see a fruit tree, you take one and you go on, and the tree stays there, and you eat the fruit, and then you go to the next one. There's going to be another tree, and so on. Same thing. Relationships are like that. You meet someone, you like him, you spend some time with them, and then eventually maybe that person or you decide to, okay, that's enough. I want to go on. I'm no longer interested. That's fine. That's like the events that happen as you're going forward in the river. You will meet and, exchange or encounter different things. And this is one of them. Sometimes you meet them, sometimes you separate. And that's what life is all about. And he says, I don't know, whenever something happens, why I don't know, why I just get to know something is wrong. It's just your OCD. You have an OCD probably, and You're worried about it. You're a perfectionist. You want to make sure everything goes right, but you want to control life. We can't control life. Just learn how to react properly rather than trying to control life. We cannot control what people say, what people do, how they behave with us, how they treat us, if they cheat us, if they're loyal, if they're in business, they're loyal or cheat or honest. We don't know. The only thing you can control is how you react to their behavior, their uttering, and their events that they create. So this idea of I don't know, you should know. None of us know. And says if they come or the other terms that come through. Okay, doesn't have to. Says she's married now. Oh, Jesus, she's married now, and you want to take revenge? What the hell is wrong with you? From one end, you say I want to take revenge. Then you say, oh, her mother passed, and I'm sad for her. Okay, that's nice. But the other one, useless. And then you say she's married, and you want to interfere with her life. You need to settle down and forget about all this bullshit that you're talking about. And I gotta know, I don't know why I'm sad. Who cares? Just stick with the good parts. That you're gentleman enough, kind enough to feel sad for your ex-girlfriend because she lost her mother. That's it. Don't make trouble for her and move on with your life. Don't need to take revenge. Don't need to say hello. Don't need to talk about it. And that's the sign of you being strong and determined to make something out of your life rather than keep looking at something that is past as, oh, I wanted that. Why? Get another thing. It happens. And says, I just can't see her crying. It hurts like hell. I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. From one end, you say, I want to get revenge. Then you say, she's married. Then you say, she lost her mom. It's none of your business if she's crying or not. Move on. She's not your responsibility. Respect her life. If you really care about her, respect her life and stay away. That's a gentlemanly to do. Here's like, I can't see her crying. It hurts like hell. God knows why, even after 3 years after breakup, I'm feeling sad by seeing her sad. No, it's not because it's because you yourself feel a bit lonely, and now you're just ruminating on that relationship that it was, and you think you miss her because you don't have anybody else around. So focus on meeting new people and make something out of yourself. Finish your studies if you haven't. Get a good job. Start making money. Start creating and fulfilling your plans. Then you feel good about yourself, and that feeling good about yourself will exude outwardly to the girls that you meet. They will be encouraged to get to know you because you feel good about yourself. Why? Because you have accomplished things. So go focus on accomplishing things, not about her. That's finished. That relationship finished. You're not supposed to be thinking or worrying about her, no matter what happens. And Ways Lemon says, "Hey, Mehran, we know sexuality isn't something that changes. So why do I see on the internet some people say, for example, you can be heterosexual until you're 12 and then change? I can't fix crazy. People make up things. If something happens to someone that for some reason they were different and they find out later on, that's a different story than such a stupid thing to say that you're heterosexual till 12. Who come up with that number? Who came up with that rule? Who came up with that genetic information? These are all bullshit. They are just simply having some kind of agenda to create that kind of a talk as if it's a fact. No, some people are heterosexual, some people are homosexual, and they're born that way. Once they're born that way, then you can't be changing to something else. And how about what about this? You change to this from this, and why not changing back to this from this, and then changing back? How many times are going to be changing? If that changing is happening once, why doesn't it happen 2, 3, 4, 5 times? Because there is no change, in my opinion. It's the brain interfering with all these thoughts, and the person thinks that they're changing, or the ones who are actually been born in a certain way, they didn't know it, they didn't pay attention to it, and they find out Well, that's another story, but it's not a change. I don't think that's my personal opinion. And says, for example, okay, that's bullshit. And Shardul says, I can't get over her. Well, when you say I can't, then you won't. But you got to say, I can get over her. It's a bit challenging, but I know I should and I know I can because I want to have a life. I don't want to be sit here and just, for what? She's married and she chose not to be with you. Respect it. And go build something out of this. Amazing opportunities are out there. It's not, the only chance or the only game in town. Just to stop it. You're 24-year-old, got a whole life in front of you. There's so many other opportunities. Don't turn the whole life into one experience, one relationship, one woman, and then start crying if it doesn't work. So stupid. Don't do that. You will be very upset later on at yourself that you wasted your life by these sort of thinkings. I can't get over her. I have failed in life. Really? So if you have a relationship with the girl, that's a success in life. Oh. And then if that relationship doesn't work, you failed. That's the whole reason you're born in this world, to get this particular girl. And if it's not, your whole world is shattered. You failed. What the fuck are you talking about? That's so stupid thinking that way. So the universe, out of 30 million sperms possibilities that were your mom and dad were being hunky-dory together, about what, 300 million sperms or 30 million sperms, I don't remember the number, was created. Now, out of all that, you were chosen, the winner. And the whole idea of you beating all those odds and being born is to find this girl. And if you didn't, the whole purpose of life that chose you and gave you life to come to this world is ruined, because your purpose was to find this girl. Yeah, that's a really fucked up thinking. You're here for a reason, and that reason is for you to be here, be successful, learn a thing or two, get lessons from happenings of the world, so you can contribute to the rest of the world, so the world can actually stay together in a holistic way. Because every one of us have a place in this world, and we fill a jigsaw puzzle, and we have a duty to perform. And part of that duty is by being here and learning and being able to properly manage challenges and go on until we fulfill our goals. And our goal is not to find this girl or that girl or any. That's part of our journey, that we'll find this one and it works or it doesn't work. We find another one, it works or it doesn't work. Eventually we choose someone. That's part of the private life. That is not necessarily the only thing that you're supposed to be accomplishing in this life. So don't think that way, because it's very silly that the whole universe gave you the chance to be born, and if you can't be with this girl, then you failed in life. Jesus Christ. That's not fair. That's not respectful to the life that has been gifted to you. No, you're interfering into her life. Whether she's married or not, her mom died or not, it's okay to feel sorry for someone that you knew, but don't go any beyond that. It's none of your goddamn business to be feeling too much sadness or be too upset she got married or whatever. It's natural to be emotional and sad for your friend if something bad has happened to them, and happy for them if something good has happened to them. And either way, it could be difficult to think that way, but you're not supposed to be overly concerned about someone who has her own decisions to make in life, and her own life is in her own hands and decisions. Whenever something happens with her, I just start to feel unease. Don't stop that. That's because you think somebody's watching you to see how you react towards her. So maybe then they will say, oh yeah, you deserve to have her because you were so sad about it. Stop that bullshit. Yeah, no, just forget it. It means nothing. All that things that you said, it's just coincidental. Don't worry about it. Just move on, build your life. Don't waste your time and life on these sort of stories and beliefs that, oh, I gotta be here, I gotta take care of her. No, none of that shit. You're just 24-year-old and you're horny, that's all. And emotional, all of it. So let go, move on. And he says, a graduate 4 years back, still jobless. Well, these are the reasons. You're jobless, you don't have a girlfriend, and naturally the brain goes to the last, most recent girlfriend that you had. And you will envy whatever she's doing because you want that what it was, because your brain is looking for order, because that's how brain finds security. Your body finds security in a safe environment, but the brain doesn't feel security just because you are in a safe apartment or safe home or safe environment, physically safe environment. The brain finds security in the order of things, in the routine of things. Your routine in part ways was with her, and now that routine is broken, your brain is trying to, and you didn't replace another routine, you didn't replace another job, you didn't replace another girlfriend, you didn't replace another path in life and more enthusiasm and things you want to accomplish and plans that you want to bring to fruition. You never done any of that. And that's why it's empty, and the brain still keeps going to the memory, because in the memory, all those routines and order of the past is still there, and the brain goes there, keeps thinking about it, because that's where the brain finds the order, old order that is recorded there, copy of it is there, and thinks, oh, I'm comfortable, because the brain doesn't understand what actuality or virtuality is. So if it goes in the memory, it thinks it's reality. And in there is comfortable by thinking about the order that it used to be, and that order, she was part of it. That's why you think, and suddenly when you're in there and she's part of it, and the brain feels comfortable, and you see her in that rumination, in that order, the memory of the order, the desire file also reopens. In the desire file, there are a bunch of things that's supposed to happen, prerequisite for desire to be opening up. And because all those prerequisites, when you guys met, is also recorded, when she is there and the file for desire opens up, all those prerequisites have already been met because it was met once. But the brain doesn't understand this is not new. This is an old file. It thinks, okay, all the prerequisites have been met. The file is complete. I should desire her again. Now you think that you want her. You don't. The brain is looking for order and security. So don't be fooled for it. The key is to find new order in the actuality life. So your brain doesn't have to go into the memory to find the old order to find security. New order in the actuality life, that means in the physical world that you live now, not in the past, not in the future. Now, you got to find new hobbies, new friends, new connections, maybe a new girlfriend, new job. Find all these things. All of that brings you in the moment, in the present moment, and the brain finds order with the routine of the things that you create, mechanical process, or the things that you do, and you create the routine, you create an order. The brain now finds order in the actual life, day-to-day life, doesn't have to go in the memory, and doesn't see her, doesn't think that it desires her again, because all of that is in the memory. And in the new order, in the new day, and the new things that you do, you would always have to fulfill the prerequisite for desire when you find somebody. So everything is real, and the brain wouldn't end up keep going to the memory, wouldn't remember her, and wouldn't be desiring her. And he says, no, don't talk like that. All that is lost. What's lost? There was nothing to be lost. If it was anything worthwhile to stay, it wouldn't be lost. So obviously it was nothing worthwhile, because what's not staying is not worth thinking about it, because it was the right thing. It was meant to stay. If you guys were compatible in the way that you should have been, it wouldn't be broken up. Because it's broken up, giving you a signal that it wasn't supposed to be. Otherwise, if it was the right one, it would stay. You would not break up. And says, I have no friends and situation is too bad. So because you have no friends, situation is too bad, you're going to be settling up with something that it's obviously is not working or didn't work. So you want to have somebody, you want to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want to be with you. And you think that's the right relationship? The relationship would work only if the two people want to be together, and even that has its own challenges. Now you with someone, you're no longer with someone who at one time wanted to be with you. Now she doesn't, she's already left, and you think the person who doesn't want to be with you is the right match for you to go after her. Even if somebody wants to be with you, there are going to be challenges. You guys may separate in the future, let alone the one who's already decided that doesn't want to be with you. And you say, oh, the one who doesn't want to be with me is the right girl for me. It doesn't make sense. Move on. You want to stop talking like that. Otherwise, I'm going to get the ugly stick. You're familiar with the ugly stick, right? I get the ugly stick, get on the plane, come over there and beat it on your head until you get some some sense into your head. Come on, you're young, man. Focus on building your life. Go get a job. I don't care what. Get a job. Make some money. Make feel good. And then don't go and buy a gift. You know, that's gone. That's finished. That girl is done. You don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you. Bye-bye. And get a job and get things that you want to accomplish. Find new hobbies, new friends, and go places. Create that life that brings you good energy. And then high resonation. And that resonation gives you good vibration. Good vibration brings you more opportunities, high vibration opportunities, which could be another wonderful girl. And then you'll say, oh shit, I never wanted that one. I want this one. But until you find that one, you think this was the right one, the one who doesn't want to be with you. That's really stupid. Okay. So right now, stop thinking about any girl, focus on getting a job, and then the girls will come. Once you're successful, you have more chances to attract someone because they find you're capable to provide. And that's what you should be doing. All right. I think we exhausted this discussion. So I simply a lot cried in front of her. She knows all my weakness. Ultimately, she cringed out of me. Yeah, girls don't like it when you become weak in front of them. That's the worst thing to do. But anyhow, I'm telling you, there is somebody waiting for you to meet her, and she's going to cherish you. That's the girl you want. To get to her, you must fix up your life. Get a job, do your best, learn how to not feel lonely, learn how to learn new things, go take care of yourself, maybe a little bit of an exercise, new friends, new things, new study, new opportunities. And then you feel good about yourself and things will change. In a way, it's maybe sort of an OCD type of thing, but let go and build something out of yourself. All right, let's move on and stop talking about this. Just focus on to get a job, make money from a good, proper, legal way, and then learn new things. So research from some things that you like. Maybe go to the gym, find new friends, and things will change. Things will not remain the same. You can be sure of that. But you got to take the first step in order to take some more of this journey and go forward. You got to go forward. Got to go forward. Don't look back. Back is gone and you don't give a shit about it. And Baby Yoga says, I agree with Mehran. I picked up tennis again and been spending money on that. Got into shape and I feel good. Wonderful. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. And that's what you should be doing as well. And Wazy Lemon Sister, when people say the kind of things as you sexually can change, it made me very afraid when I was 14 and experienced HOCD for the first. Yeah, people say bullshit like that because they have an agenda. So there are ways and very simple ways to continuously do and to get the glitch in the brain that is got to do with the overactive amygdala, midbrain basal ganglia, striatum, caudate nucleus malfunctioning. All of that could be using the 4 steps of Dr. Schwartz, which I have a complete video on it on my channel. Just go in there, put 4 steps, and it'll come about 29 minutes, and you learn the technique that Dr. Schwartz talks about to rewire the brain from the glitch that is just not functioning and keeps ruminating and bring these images and things and suggestions. Stop believing the brain. You're not the brain. Brain is not you. Look, you've lived for millions and millions of years, and you lived like animals, instinctive. You ran, you hunt, you ate, you had sex, and you had no intrusive thoughts, no OCD, no HOCD. Why? Because you had no ability to think. You had no ability to speak. Speaking needs words. Words have meaning and affects you, and you create thoughts. And thoughts are the roots of all problems. You couldn't think then, therefore we had no problems of that sort. We lived for millions of years that way, millions of years. Only 40,000 years ago, this brain that we're using it to speak and think was developed in a way that we could then, it was added to us 40,000 years ago. But before 40,000 years ago, when we got this brain, there was a you. There was a you. So you can't say you're the brain. Brain was added to you. It cannot be you. So when the brain says shit like that, it's because it's malfunctioning. And you got to help it to get back into default settings. So don't believe it. It's garbage. All right. And Wesley says, you're a very good coach, sir. You're quite welcome. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. And Shardul, stop saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. As long as you say, I can't, then you can't. You must say, I can, this is a challenge, but I can beat it because I love myself and my life more than the bullshit that I'm hanging on to. Simple. And then go do it. Don't say, I can't do it because I can't study. You got to study. Otherwise, you won't even have the next girl who's waiting for you. Don't let her down. There is a woman who's waiting for you. You haven't met her, but she's waiting for you. And for you to be ready for her, you got to get a job. You got to make money. You got to do the things you got to do. You got to become strong. You got to be hopeful and positive. And then you have high resonation, high vibration, and then you will meet her. Otherwise, you'll be just looking at the bullshit that you're looking at and you get nowhere. Don't do that. You don't need to forget about her. Just focus on what is awaiting you and focus on building your life. That automatically will take care of everything else. All right. Build your image again. Images can be built and destroyed. It doesn't matter. You build another one. So let's move on. I'm not going to be responding to you because that was a whole consultation time, and we took it for the whole thing. And you should re-listen to this and do what I said and get on with your life and be happy again. Happiness is your choice. It's not in the hands of her or anybody else. You live with your vetoes and choices. If something doesn't work for you, fuck it. You move on. Life goes on. What do you want to do? Wait around because she didn't want to be with you, big fucking deal. Go on. Build your life. Yes, it will get uploaded automatically right after I'm finished. And says how to retain the amygdala and nervous system from old wiring from past traumas. Retain? Why would you want to retain it? How to retain the amygdala? If it's an old trauma, why do you want to retain it? Nervous system from old wiring from past traumas. How can I put new healthy program? You don't have to put a program. All you have to do, the program is there, but it's being interrupted with statics. You know, it's like you're looking from your apartment through the window and you see ocean and trees and everything else, stores and all outside. But then one day you wake up and say, gee, I can't see anything. What happened to the ocean? What happened to trees? What happened to the shops? What happened to the lights on the streets? They're still there. But the birds shit on your window, or the fog or dust and stuff is on it. It's foggy. Everything's still there. You just have to clean the window. So static is there. Disruption of the field of vision is there. Otherwise, everything else is there. So your program is there. Only something is interfering with it, which you're supposed to be helping to remove that attention that you're paying to the dust. Instead, it will help you to see through the dust, not the dust. And when you continuously see through the dust, you will see the scenery, and then you will not pay attention to the dust, and the dust will not be actually be an obstacle for you to see the scenery. And of course, you go and clean it up too. So the the program is there. You got to learn how to react to these thoughts so the thoughts will not take your attention, and the rewiring takes place by you not paying attention to these intrusive thoughts. Not that you need a new program. It's like the obstruction on the window. You just need to rewire the glitches so it will not take in your focus to what the brain produces, and eventually brain learns not to produce these intrusive thoughts because of the way you react to them. And those reactions are part of the things that we talked about in the videos, including Dr. Schwartz's 4 steps for OCD, and it also works for HOCD as well. You just have to learn. And then there are, CBT version of it, and learning how to do the exercises that you need to do to understand how the brain works. And it's not a big deal, ERP, CBT, these are all techniques that you can help yourself with and learn how to do it. And it'll rewire your brain, and the brain will not be producing these thoughts. And if it does, you know what it is, you won't freak out. You won't be disrupting your life. Retrain. Oh, I see. Retrain. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't see the R in there. All right. Okay. So you guys can go on my site and look for 4 steps. The same thing for you, Stardust. What is it? Stuart. Oh, sorry, Stuart. You can go and key in YERP. I don't know if I have that on my YouTube or that's a special video I made. YERP works. I think that is on the app thing. Hopefully, when the app comes out at the end of this month, then you guys would be able to use it and enjoy it. But let me see if I have that on my video list right now. ERP, let's see. No, it's for the app. It's not here. Why ERP works. Yeah, it's not here. All right. Sorry. These are the new things I've made for the app, which is actually brilliant, I must say. I spent so much time on it. Oh, maybe it's here. Okay, let's see. Let me try again. Aha. Is it public? Yeah, it is public. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to put the link here for you. The name of it is Why ERP Works. Rewire your brain out of HOCD. All right, let me put it there. Great. And is it public? Oh, yes, it's public. So you can watch it. There we go. There is the link for you. And I'm also going to find the 4 steps and put the link for the 4 steps there for you. And you guys can watch all of it. 4 steps. 4 steps, I've got it done in 4 parts, but there's one that's got all the 4 parts in it. It says explaining Dr. Schwartz, the 4 steps. So I put the full one, 21 minutes and 38 seconds. It's a full explanation of it. And whenever I have an appointment with someone one-on-one on Meets, on Teams, the old Skype, I also can include, if they want to, I can include the text of the 4 steps explanations, so you can have it handy and use it whenever you want. There's been lots of work gone to this channel since 15 years ago. We have, as I mentioned, over 3,000 videos. And those videos are not just teasers to get you to listen to and then buy something. They're actually addressing the questions. So there it is. The second one I sent. There are 2 links. One of them is Why ERP Works, and the other one is the 4 steps of Dr. Schwartz. Now let's see if you have anything on TikTok. I've been spending so much time on YouTube. And let's see. You have all these invitations in YouTube. It's just invite this, invite that. No, I'm not going to invite anybody. Let's see. Jeremy says tea. Yeah. It's actually cocoa. I love it. Cacao. Uh-huh. Yeah, I bet you when I finish, you tell me, oh, you had 8 messages. Where is it then? Can't see any of them. Nesty says, brother, let me in. Let you in where? Says Nesty request to join as a guest. Why? Why would I let you guys join as a guest? I don't know what you guys know about the topics that I'm talking about. I think I'm doing a great job myself. So I don't understand why am I supposed to let anybody enter as a guest. It's not a talk show. It's about a certain this topics of discussions that people have questions specifically on OCD substances, HOCD, and breakups and the involvement of the components of the brain in the way you feel after breakup, what to do to move on with your life and look for bigger and better things. Alex says, what's your take on being a widow? Genuine question, as my partner passed in July. Do me a favor, Alex. First, let me know your age, gender, where you're tuning in from. Age, gender, where you're tuning from. So I want to know to address you properly and at the same time know your age, at the same time know you're the man or you're the woman of the relationship here. So I would be a little bit more clear. So the legitimate crucial partner passed in July. Yeah, okay. I would address it, but let me know first. Alex says, "Oh, a breakup counselor." Okay, I hope that's not a bad thing. All right. Alex says, "I'm intrigued. What are you talking about?" Alex, we're talking about OCD, OCD subsets, intrusive thoughts, HOCD. Just spend lots of time on that. And before that, we're talking about the breakup and this young man who his girlfriend didn't want to be with him and moved on and got married, and he's stuck on that. We're talking about that sort of thing. So I'm sure you heard some of the discussions. For the life of me, I don't know why so many invitation suggestions are here. I don't see any. I don't see any questions here. All right. So let's see if there's anything new. It says hi, hello there. All right. Alex hasn't responded in regards to his age and gender. So I need that, Alex, before I can address my take on being a widow. All right. I don't think we're hearing back from Alex. So on that note, we've been here for over 1 hour now. I think, guys, it's about almost 15 minutes after 1 a.m. So I think it's better for me to let you guys all go, and we'll hopefully have Alex next time with the same question. We'll address that what my take is on being a widow, and then we'll go on from there. So it's time for me to say I love you all. Thank you very much for being here, giving me the opportunity to share a thing or two with you. I hope it was helpful to you and you enjoyed the discussions. I look forward to our next live stream. In the meantime, be good to yourself, and to the others, I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.